Well, we got the wheels off and we're ready to install the coilovers. But I want to show you guys the Rev 9 coilovers that I have installed right now. And as you can see, it's leaking quite a bit of oil. The strut's blown. The top mount makes a ton of noise. I bet it's this pivot ball in there that's gone bad. Whenever I hit a bump, it's like a really loud clunk. And now on the driver's side, when I turn the wheel, there's also another loud clunk. Not sure what that could be. Maybe it's the strut. Sounds like it's coming from the bottom. So we're gonna inspect all the suspension and make sure everything's tight and see what's causing that noise possibly. In my opinion, I think the rear's the most annoying thing to do because you have to take out all of this interior. I remember trying to put all this back in. It was so hard because everything kept popping out and I broke a couple clips, but I fixed it. So now I'm gonna have to redo all that again. Oh, let's go ahead and get this started. Now that you got your trunk taken completely apart, you have access to the upper strut mount bolts. And here's this side. You might need a swivel to get into that. So if your struts are losing tension and not staying up by itself, another thing you could do is just take some clamps and just clamp it. And no matter how hard you shut it, it's not gonna close. Why is that on so tight? What the hell? All right, round two. It is always important to have your emergency battery to hold on to this whole assembly right here, so you're not having stress on this wire or the brake line. The way you take this out is you just do this and pull it. Now we can take out the camber arm, but look at this. I don't think it's supposed to be moving like that. Oh, I think I'm tightening that. Whoops. You ever seen a Bluetooth sway bar in link? Look at this. Bruh. Oh! Whoa, did not do what I just did. That could have been very bad. I could have torn this line or I could have punctured this brake line. That was crazy of me. And now we got this baby out. Let's go ahead and take off this camber arm as well. Wow, I'm glad that we're replacing this. This is perfect timing. It's actually working out very well for me. I'm gonna see how to adjust the camber with this. I don't even know how to do it. We're gonna need quite a bit of camber because of this lip right here. We're gonna cut it later as well. I can feel a bunch of Bondo, so that's gonna be fun. So let's go ahead and get this on, and I'm gonna do the other side off camera. We'll have the new max speed rod coilovers installed. Look at that, guys. Barely any play in this. Oh, that seems like that's torque to spec. So I got the coilovers side by side, and I'm trying to match the height. And do you guys see the problem here? It looks like this one can go way lower than this. I'm kind of scared because maybe when I throw this in, it's going to be hella monster truck. But we'll see whenever we get them in. You boys having a 1000 IQ moment right now. This is how I'm holding up the strut. And now I can put my bolts in. This does come with new hardware, by the way. It's pretty nice. This shit hurts my soul, y'all. The one thing I love about this electric ratchet is that it's an impact wrench as well. This thing tightens really hard. I think that's the best that we're gonna get it. So now, we grab my lucky bolt. Let's just force it in there. And there you have it, guys. We have the new rear camber arm installed and then our coilover. Now let's see how high or low this thing sits. But before we do any of that, of course, we gotta swap over this side. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. That is one side down. Now we can go ahead and do the fronts and lower the car down. We'll probably lower it tomorrow though. One major flaw that I see with this coilover is that it does not have the adjustable camber plates. If you look underneath here, there's two drilled holes right here. And I think those two drilled holes are pretty much what these bolts would go into. It does look like we're able to take this off and put a adjustable camber plate on top, which is really cool. You know, guys, sometimes your boy just be buying random shit, but luckily I had this on deck because it's the exact hex size for this, and we can take it off with the ratchet and not strip this out. I wish I would have recorded this, but I do have K-Tune inner tie rod ends that I bought for 100 bucks, I think. Shouts to my boy Derek for that deal. For the outer tie rod end, these are actually EP3, and this shit was like 100 bucks. It was so expensive, but I have one RSX1 here, and the reason why I'm running EP3 outer tie rod ends is because this coilover is actually for EP3. I thought it was for a freaking RSX, but no. Yeah, I got the right one. This was what I got originally when I was fixing the car up, but this one fits in there perfectly, as you can see. I think it does. Shit, I might have to run the EP3 ones on this too. I'll keep you guys updated on that. This is kind of weird how it's not fitting on there correctly. Let's go ahead and get started on installing the front coilovers. And then you're gonna get a sensor in the back too, your speed sensor. Oh shit, I even got like a 10mm there. That's crazy. You know, that's probably why my ABS light came on. Wow, okay. Well, I forgot to put the 10mm on there. It's gonna be a 17mm. Tap like that. Just needs a little Asian persuasion. Now your tie rod is off. There we go, got the wobble on there. Should be easy just like that, guys. Now we're gonna go on top and disconnect the strut. And some solid advice for you guys, before you take anything off, just keep a jack underneath. This thing's gonna fall forward, but as long as you got the jack, you'll be fine. This axle tends to pop out a lot, and it's pretty hard to get back in. All right, check this out. Do you see how this thing moves? It's not too bad. I've seen worse where you'll flop it and then this thing will shake, but this has quite a bit of movement to it. And this strut was definitely leaking. You can see all the hydraulic fluid all over it, and look at my gloves. I'm gonna keep these just in case I wanna throw them back on. I don't think I'll be using these. I mean, they're blown and it's time for a new one. Let's go ahead and transfer over this top hat. This top hat off. That thing is cooked, y'all. Well guys, I did get the top hat on, but I did something very ghetto. I just shaved down these sides so it can fit. Obviously this top mount isn't made for this, so I'm gonna check their website and see if they do have a top mount and see if I can get that coming. It does suck that I had to do this, but we're just gonna throw it on for shits and giggles. As y'all can see, it's the next day. It's nice and sunny out. Yesterday it was about 1 o'clock whenever I ended the video off, and I was so tired. I've been working all day since 7. I just ate, got some energy, did what I need to do today, and we're ready to work on this again. Obviously this will not be enough for my wheels to fit. We're gonna need some more camber, so I picked up some camber bolts. It's my first time hearing about this. I've seen it on some cars, but I thought it was just OEM. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this bolt and replace it with the top one right here, and it'll allow you to move the spindle back or forward. Apparently you can get up to 1.75 degrees of camber, and you're gonna need this tool right here. I have one on the way right now. I want to make sure that the camber in the front and the rear is set, so I don't have to mess with that on the alignment machine. I just want to adjust the toe. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the other strut. This thing literally took like 3 minutes to take out. It's so simple to work on. Well guys, I got some unfortunate news. While I was trying to lower down this coilover, this freaking top piece just popped out. I think the preload was getting too tight. The thing that sucks about these coilovers is that the preload was already loose, so possibly this was my fault. I was just spinning it from here, and then it just got so tight and everything just popped out. Heard a loud bang, but luckily this thing is fine, this pivot ball. So I'm gonna see how this works. I think it's just a nut, so we can just put this on the Rev 9 coilovers and upgrade the pivot ball on that. We're just gonna run the Rev 9 in the front and then go max speeding rods all around. Hopefully I don't die. But yeah guys, sometimes you just gotta do and not think. And I wanna get this car on the ground to see how it looks. Your boy's gonna lock in and see if I can fix this real quick. I'll get to you guys when the car is on the ground. So I got the old coilover back in, as well as the camber bolts. Later on, I'm gonna show you guys how I installed it, but let's go ahead and see how the car looks. For some reason, I hear a popping noise on this strut. I wonder what that is. You hear that? That doesn't even sound right. Just the final fitment for the front. Wow, surprisingly, guys, I thought the rear was gonna be very high, but this isn't that bad. I think I'll keep it like this for a bit. This one's still pretty high up. That's weird. Like this one's high, and you come here, and it's like lower. This wheel, I could tell the toe is way off. Like look at this, it's turned this way. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun driving this to the shop. The back fits really nice. I'm actually gonna keep it like this. I was thinking about throwing on my old coilovers because I did want it a little bit lower, but for now this will do. I won't have to cut anything. And it doesn't look bad for what it is. I don't want this car to be too low. So what you're gonna need is a 22 for this side and a 19. And it says not to over torque this. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my torque stick with me. I'm gonna have to guesstimate this. And what I've seen is that if I spin this, the spindle will go in or outwards. So we're gonna see if we can get this thing to 2.5-ish. So I'm gonna loosen it just a little bit like that. So you see it's going upwards to positive. I need to go the other way to make it negative. Huh. So it seems like it can only go to 0.5. But you guys kind of get the gist of it. You're just gonna have to keep adjusting this. I might take the bolt out and reposition wherever this tab goes. There's a tab right here. So maybe I'm gonna move it to the front and see if that will work. It's just gonna be a bunch of trial and error, and I'll show you guys where I'm at in a bit. After 20 minutes of messing around, I finally got the -2 mark, which is how much we have on the underside. And basically all I did was add this washer right here that came with the kit. So now I'm gonna tighten this down. And it looks like I can go even more if I wanted to, but I want to keep it at around -2-ish. I heard it's pretty good to have a lot of camber on these cars. So it says 126 foot-pounds. I don't know how that feels like, but I'm gonna do it like this. There we go. Have about 2.5-ish of camber. This is the passenger side, and it does look about the same. It's just a tad bit more on the driver's side that we got. Just got the car on the ground, so here's the passenger side. Looks great. And then coming to the driver's side, it's fixed, and I actually pulled out the fender with a socket. There was hella Bondo underneath here, so I'm gonna need to get a new fender. I'm gonna try and match the camber and make it look like that on the driver's side as well. Maybe it'll look lower. Yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera. This is so boring to do. I'd rather show you guys the end result, because that's what everyone wants to see, right? Guys, this car is looking so good. I only put -3 camber for the rear. I do like the non-camber look as well. I think too much camber is kind of ugly, so it's like a perfect amount. Yeah, it looks so good. And I don't think it's gonna rub either. I don't need to cut any of this. I freaking messed up cutting the other side. Now I gotta go back and seam seal this and paint over it so it doesn't rust. Tomorrow we should get the alignment done, but I'm gonna go test drive it for a bit. Oh my god, look at my steering wheel, y'all. This is to go straight. It's so bad. I should not mess with that out of the tie rod end. The car drives really good though. It feels solid right now. We'll go take it to the spot, get some pictures, and I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but we'll see. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. All right, we are back in the shop, about to do the alignment. Just want to do a walk around the car. This thing looks so sexy. Everyone's complimenting it, getting a lot of love. And check out the back. You see all that camber back there? It's crazy. We're gonna actually see how much camber is on the car and if that tool is accurate or not. If you guys see my steering wheel right now, this is how I have to have it to go straight. It's pretty bad. Let's see if we can fix it. But the first step is you want to make sure the car is centered. And I think I did a pretty good job. So after that, you want to move the plates to the middle. Alright, make sure you have your wheel chocks. This is important. You don't want your car falling off the lift. gonna put some air in the tires. I did leave it at 35, but just want to make sure none of the air is messed up because I can mess up the alignment. And then set the targets and we'll get started on the alignment. Oh, here's my camber specs. I have -3 on this side and then -4. That's a lot. Remember with the tool, we saw that we had 3 and 3, and then for the fronts, they're pretty even. Never mind, I take that back. We got -3 for the driver front and -2. So I think we're gonna fix that later. But for now, we need to fix the toe. Hope I'm able to fix this, y'all. First, we're gonna start with the rear though. To adjust your rear toe, all you're gonna do is take off this 18mm nut, just to loosen it, and you're gonna take a long 24 socket and you can adjust. The same goes for the other side, it's just on the ends. And right now, our alignment is off a lot. 0.05 on the right side, but the driver's side is not that bad. I have a shorter 24, but someone took it. That's simple, yo. We're looking at -9 in the back, 9, 18. Oh shit.
I'm thinking of like Eduardo's like RPF1.
That should be good. So now the rear toe set, we have 8 and 8, so it's total of 16. That's beautiful. Only thing that bothers me is the camber, but luckily it's not too far off. Where we have 1 and then 4, that would be pretty bad. So they're pretty close together. But now we're gonna do the hard part, which is the front adjustment. Same thing with the camber. I was supposed to have less here with that tool, but I have more than the passenger side, which I don't really believe, because look at that. If you compare that to that, this side obviously has more camber, but it could just be because of the fender. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to adjust that and then do it off camera. Oh my god, I kid you not guys, it's probably been about 30 minutes that I've been at this. So I'm trying to figure out how to work the inner tie rod ends. I don't know how I did it, but I got this to be at 1 and 1. Before it was at -8 and like 1. Whenever I was doing this, everything was just a blur. I couldn't really focus. I just had to do and not really think too much about it. Now looking at how this is set up, I think I can explain this to you guys. As you guys know, I have the K-tune inner tie rod ends. If you have this middle bar right here, if it's inside of here, the tire right here will go inwards and then this side will go outwards. If you move the adjustment as far out as I did, that will bring the toe inwards, so the tire will go in inwards. So I figured that out, and now we have the perfect amount of adjustment. I'm gonna definitely recalibrate this and then do the alignment again, because I did move the car. So I think we can get it perfect now. And my boy Derek is running from me. You wanna say what's up to the vlog, bro? I'll be a party pooper. His car is freaking sick.
It's alright.
So just got done with the alignment. We're looking at 0, that's cap, that's 0. And then 7, 8. And here was the before. It wasn't too bad, but it was just this one that messed us up. Now we're gonna go test drive the car and make sure it drives straight into a telephone pole.
Yeah, straight to I don't know, to a post.
Next, we're gonna do the alignment on the go-kart. Oh my god, this car looks so good. If there's a time where I want the tie rod to pop out, I think it would be here, and not on the highway.
Probably going at 80 miles per hour.
Oh god.
Like flip over like 8 times.
Steering wheel looks kind of straight. I feel like the car is pulling, bro. But I'm not the one driving though.
It's not pulling.
Oh, okay, bet. So if you guys have inner tie rods from K-Tunes and want to get it adjusted, hit your boy up. I'm gonna charge y'all like
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million. Yep.
Each axle.
Yep. That shit was stressful, guys. Wait, is the engine warm? Okay, do a pull, dude.
Oh no.
What you think, bro?
Bro, I'm like in Fast and Furious, bro. You need to play that music. Bandolero.
Hey, Jesus, take the wheel. Hey, let's go. Yeah. This is how we test all of our alignments.
All of them. MDXs, RDXs, RLXs, TLXs.
You gotta let go of the wheel and make sure you don't hit those people on the bikes.
Yeah, and then I just close my eyes like this and...
Mochi. Hello. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. It's been 9 months and the car looks completely different. But before we get into that, I want to show you guys these two 1/4 scale models I built. I've been getting into this stuff, so I actually painted this myself. Really interrupted by my camera dying, but now we're good. Yeah, here's the car. I'm learning how to wet sand and stuff. It still has a lot of orange peel on it, but it looks so cool. It's really fun building these. There's a R34 that I built as well. This one turned out amazing. Even got the full interior. Yeah, look at that, y'all. I'm also gonna build this one for my boy Lemon. He was the one driving the RSX after we did the alignment. Look at my cat, my little nosy cat. I had some unfortunate news. I did wreck the RSX. I drove over some gravel, spun out, and then crashed it. I lost the rear end, but the car is still fine. It just ruined the NewJeans racing fenders that I had, and it ripped off the front bumper. I'm gonna get the fenders repaired, and I got a new front bumper. I'm gonna show you guys how the car is. But I wanna give you guys my honest opinion on the Max Payne rod coilovers. As you guys saw, the car was pretty high up. I would say that in 1 month, the ride height dropped significantly. So that's one thing that happened. And the rear coilovers were starting to leak hydraulic fluid, which means they were blown. So I have rear blown coilovers, and then the front coilovers started making a clunky noise on the passenger side. Over a month, I would say the coilovers did get kind of clapped. I took it out driving and it kept bottoming out in the rear. I had it on fully stiff, but the car felt really soft. Every bump that you hit, it wouldn't take it well. I wouldn't recommend these coilovers. I appreciate Max Payne Rods for sending it out to me, and I want to give you guys an honest review on this. I would stay away from it. So here's how the RSX is looking right now. It looks so different from before, and I love it. And I apologize for not uploading as much, but your boy's just been busy with life and stuff. But I'm trying to get back into it slowly. So hopefully this time I can commit. Yeah, it looks so cool with the red bumper. I kind of just don't want to paint it. I had to go back to the spot where I crashed at. Pick this up so it can be fixed. As far as the interior, I got a new short shifter, upgraded so many things, so this car drives amazing now. Just can't wait for the coilovers to come in so I can just get this thing back on the road. But this stuff takes a long time. It's just a process. The Autocross event is March 16th, so I think I should be ready by then. Well, that's gonna be it for the vlog, guys. I'm just gonna end it off with the footage of my crash, and then it's gonna be to be continued. That vlog will be out eventually, but I have so much more to upload. I have like probably 5 more videos to edit. I've been recording videos, I just haven't been editing it. I wanna try upload a video 1 time a week till I'm all caught up. I still have a lot more things to install in this car, so you guys will see that eventually, but just bear with me. I appreciate your patience, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.